Good afternoon, I am TheZOMBIEJ, and it's been a while since I last did a video, and I apologize for that. But the last video left me emotionally drained, and so I needed to recover. And, you know, just spend some time doing other things. So, just playing on my other PC, my Windows PC. And, yeah, so this is a video about Vocaloid metal. Now, Vocaloid metal is something that, well, it's basically different genres of metal fused together, or used in some kind of unholy combinations with Vocaloid vocals. If you don't know what Vocaloid is, you're far behind. You need to do some research. And I threw up the Iron Maiden tapestry thing specifically for this video, and I still need to put my Slipknot one up somewhere. I don't know where. But I threw that up because we might be getting an Iron Maiden album this year, but I wouldn't count on it given how long it took for Senjutsu to come out. And but yeah, Vocaloid metal, there's some really awesome work out there from Vocaloid producers like Utsu-P, for example, a pillar of Vocaloid metal. You know, he is responsible for some of the best Vocaloid metal albums of all time. My favorite is Waru Fuzake, which was released in 2013 and was largely re-recordings, as well as a couple of tracks exclusive to that release, including the first track, as well as what's it called, B-Class Heroes, which is my favorite song on the album, one of them. And just overall, that whole album flows together really well. I just love the sound of it. The snare drum has a nice thickness to it, you know, if you want to say that. But what are my favorite Vocaloids? Well, at first I will say Vocaloids, they are... It's hard for me to explain this, so you need to look it up yourself. But I will say what my favorite Vocaloids are, and they are right there on the wall. Hatsune Miku, Megurine Luka, Kagamine Rin. I would say Len as well, but, well, I like Len, but it's not my favorite. Gumi, Kasane Teto, Flower or V Flower sometimes, and Iya. Those are my top 7. Now, I could have put Len in there with Rin, but I mean, he's cool, but not my favorite. And there was another Vocaloid that I discovered recently when listening to a heavy metal album from Roy. It's called Metalized World. You should go find it. It is fucking awesome. Kamui Gakpo is the vocalist, and the Vocaloid is a male Vocaloid, which is pretty damn interesting. Wow, his voice really fits the fucking music of this album from Roy. That's Roy with all caps, R-O-Y. I highly recommend you check out Metalized World. It's their first album, and it's a fucking fantastic one. As for the female Vocaloids I just talked about, they are my absolute favorites. And I haven't heard all of them, obviously. There's one called Lily. There's one called Maiko, I don't remember. She wears a red outfit of some sort, and she has short brown hair, and she looks nice. Anyway, the voices are what you should be captivated by, because these are great voices, they really are. The voice banks are in both, for the most part, Japanese and English. And oh my, when you hear the Japanese, it can go a mile an hour, 100,000 miles per hour with some of these fast-paced Vocaloid vocals in some cases. But when you hear it in English, oh my god, you gotta hear it. Mulmayan is a extreme metal artist who employs Miku, I think, and their album Struggle is a fantastic piece of work. It's not that many songs, but for what it is, it's a hell of a project. And the English was pretty good. As far as other work from Utsu-P, you know, obviously the first three albums, first four albums, Diarrhea, Traumatic, Moshka, that one has the song Black Hole Artist, and it's a phenomenal song. You should go listen to it. And of course Algorithm, which I think is his fourth album as well. But there are plenty of other albums that are in Utsu-P's discography, including the latest EP, which features Sekihan on vocals. And that's not a Vocaloid, that's an actual person. Utsu-P can range from metalcore to alternative metal to death metal even. And the Vocaloids he uses include Gumi, Flower, Reen, and Miku. And he does a phenomenal job of getting them to growl and scream and whatnot. It's insane. The distortion is fantastic. His guitar work is fucking phenomenal too. I mean, yeah, it might sound like he's copying other artists, but you can't even tell. It's that great. His riffs are fantastic. Soloing is good too. And obviously, you know, he infuses some electronic elements as well to you know, keep it fresh. You know, there's a lot of fresh ideas going into the material of Utsu-P's albums, and his latest one from 2023, Happy Pills. That has a couple of discs worth of material. I think the first disc is the main actual album, and the rest of the material is just extra stuff for you to listen to. And again, it's just phenomenal work. Utsu-P is probably my favorite of the metal Vocaloid producers, but there are others out there like Utsu-P, which does he specializes in the post-hardcore, screamo, metalcore, emo, all that stuff, and even some hard rock as well. But he can do metal as well. There's a song called Burning, 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 yeah, that features Luca on vocals, and goddamn is it fucking fire. Makes sense because of the character it was recorded for. And it's just a phenomenal song. I listen to it ad nauseum at this point. But Utsu-P does a lot of fantastic work as well. Not just in Vocaloids, but as well as in other projects. He's also worked with Baby Metal, of course, and you know, providing some guitar work and other stuff. And he's been in a lot of projects. He had a project called My Eggplant Died Yesterday. And my favorite album from Utsu-P is Story of Hope. And the version of Hope on that song, or on that album, oh, fucking awesome. I love the original version of Hope. But there's just something about Story of Hope that really just, it's just amazing. Miku and Luca are both on that album, and they do a fantastic job. These producers in general do a fantastic job programming the Vocaloids to sound amazing. And there's even, you know, ways to make them growl and scream and grunt. Or in the case of Hope by Utsu-P, Miku does a long note of what can be interpreted as a scream. A screamo scream of some sort, and I fucking love it. I have the song on my MP3 player, and yeah, it's old and it's cracked and it's not ready to die. But I just love that song, and it brings a real tears to my eyes too, because the emotional impact it has on me, because I've lost family members to death, and that is basically what the song is basically about. I uploaded the song myself on YouTube. Go check that out. It's in a playlist. I can't remember which one, but yeah, Utsu-P does a lot of fantastic stuff too. Okame-P also does some fantastic metal and post-hardcore stuff. Metal, just a lot of fantastic stuff from Okame-P. There's a lot more material than I thought he did, and wow. It's amazing material. If you want something with more rock-oriented stuff, I would recommend 164. Or there's one Devilish-P, or otherwise known as Devilish-P. That's a fantastic artist. Both of those are fantastic rock musicians. The guitar work for 164. Good lord, you gotta listen to it. What's it called? High Gain Street is my favorite album from Devilish-P, or Devilish-P. I'm gonna refer to him as Devilish-P because, yeah. The guitar work on that album is devilishly good. And the first album is not so bad either. It's fantastic. 5150 is the name of the first album. Obviously, there are other genres that Vocaloid can be taken to, you know. There's death metal, thrash metal, alternative metal, traditional heavy metal, as I've said, and even power metal. Like Xenon-P would be a perfect example of that with their first album. I can't remember what it's called, but wow, talk about concepts beyond the nth degree. Oh my god. There's definitely some power metal stuff that is in Vocaloid that really works to a major advantage. And I can't recommend all of it because there's just so much good stuff out there from some of these artists. Xenon-P is probably the big one you gotta check out. Or Xenon Maiden, you know. That's a name for a fictional thing. I don't know. You have to look up this stuff because I can't even begin to explain it. But Xenon-P is great for power metal. As far as, you know, the emo and post-hardcore, screamo stuff, there's a lot of that too. Obviously, you know, Utsu-P and Okame-P fall under that, but there are others. Can't begin to remember. Obviously, there's an artist named Utsu-P. They have an album called Your Pianist, that's just a fantastic album. You gotta listen to their material. They have, I don't know how many albums they have, but they have quite a few, let's just say. And it's just impressive work from all of these producers. These Vocaloid producers that do the rock and metal thing. It's just amazing work. And I don't know what else to say about it other than if you just gotta go and search up the stuff. A lot of this stuff can be found on YouTube. The Utsu-P and Utsu-P and even Okame-P can be found on YouTube. That's where I found it, obviously. And I remember listening to Utsu-P's latest EP from 2023, Yanderu Sick, which is 5 songs in length, but it was he was experimenting with Karin Natsuki V-Synth program, and the voice is pretty good. I love it. But he was also able to make Karin sound like do some sort of screaming and stuff, and it was fantastic. That EP is full of metal goodness, but there's also some electronics here and there too that kind of give it some texture, and that's a lot of what these artists do is give these songs and albums a lot of texture to them with keyboards or synths or what have you, you know, or even making the Vocaloids growl or scream. there's a lot of great material out there, and if you haven't checked out the Vocaloid stuff at all yet, you need to do so. So you've got a lot of homework to do at this point, and I can recommend so many other artists. They're slipping my mind. Dawn, D-O-N, is another artist I'd recommend. Around the Sun is a fantastic album. I'm trying to think. There's another one. God, there's just so much. Obviously, there are other Vocaloid producers that do the J-music thing as well, J-pop and whatnot, and some rock as well. Obviously, Kairiki Bear is one I'd recommend if you wanted to go that route. As well as Deco 27 and Hashioji-P or Pinocchio-P. There's a lot of P's, obviously. I got a P. Jesus Christ. But yeah, God, there was another one that I can't even remember the name of now. God damn it. I should probably go check my computer and make sure. Just look it up, because I can't remember. But again, there's a lot of great stuff out there. You need to go look it up. As far as making a purchase of it, good luck with that, because, yeah, I'm not even going to get into that. So, the Vocaloid stuff is definitely fantastic. There's a lot of great material out there from a lot of great producers, and, you know, it's hard to recommend everything, because you just gotta go look it up yourself. Oh yeah, Mentai Rocker is one that I would recommend. Their album Nude, which has a sexy looking Megarina Iluka on the cover art. That's on YouTube. You gotta seek that out. I love that album. It's a ball kicker. I mean, really. And there's also a collaborative effort for the circle or label, I Do Loud. Moso Full Black. That is a fantastic fucking album. There's some death metal in there, I think. That is pretty solid. What else? I'm just trying to think. It's kind of hard to think, really. There's just so much out there. It's fantastic. The whole Vocaloid metal thing kind of recently, oh yeah, Bass Drum Renda P is one that does some metal stuff too. Look up Steam This Album, which is a play on Steal This Album by System of a Down. That's on YouTube as well. Go check that out. Oh yeah, Kei no Aza has a metalcore album called Scapegoat. That is fucking awesome. You gotta check that out. I can't even find his first album, Idiomatic. If anybody has that album, post that shit and link it to me in the comment section below, because I've got to listen to that album. That's Scapegoat is Kei no Aza's second album, I think. It was from 2012, so there's a lot of albums that came out in the early days of Vocaloids. There's just a lot of great material, and it's hard to keep track of it all. So it's the Vocaloid metal stuff. After listening to a lot of it within the past few years, it's kind of reignited, especially recently, reignited my love and passion for heavy metal music. To where previously I would have said, you know, it is what it is. It's hard to get behind a lot of these artists and their albums when they all try to basically do the same thing over and over again. And so I feel like the Vocaloid metal stuff really does a lot to keep it fresh, to where artists and bands everywhere else in the world are just spoofing and copying everyone else's homework. You know, it's kind of stupid, but hey, still more music to listen to. Yeah. But at the same time, you want something with a lot more substance to it, and a lot more depth and dynamisy. And that's something that Vocaloid metal can do really damn good. Especially if you have multiple Vocaloids on one song. Like if you have Rin and Gumi and Miku all on one song together, the vocal dynamic between those three Vocaloids, yeah, this is all over the place, and it's fucking phenomenal. That can happen, and it can happen pretty damn effectively. I feel like these Vocaloid producers are doing everything they can to make the best Vocaloid rock and metal they possibly can, and you know what? They've successfully succeeded. Not to be redundant, but they've done a lot of fantastic work, and I highly suggest you go check it out. Start by searching on YouTube, and then go on from there. Research this shit, and just blast it to that full volume, and just headbang. You know, you gotta check this shit out. It truly has reignited my passion for heavy metal. Especially when, you know, I just put up the Iron Maiden tapestry back there. Because, you know, for a time I would listen to heavy metal because it is a genre that has broken boundaries, and it's been groundbreaking and earth-shattering, and there's a lot of fantastic work that has happened over the past 4 or 5 decades. 4 or 5 decades of metal? Wow. Yeah, metal is pretty old, but there's a lot of new stuff out there too. And these Vocaloid metal artists are doing everything that they possibly can to keep it fresh, to keep it new, to keep it unique, while also keeping you captivated with the Vocaloids' voices, you know? So there's a lot of amazing work out there. You could also make there's some YouTubers that have done this. They would do covers of for example, like a Slipknot. You could program a Vocaloid to do a cover of a Slipknot song, and I guess you would have to provide the instrumentation. But yeah, that's cool too. So it's a little rough at points, but hey, I enjoyed it. And so yeah, what else does there need to be said about Vocaloid metal? Well, and rock as well. Explore at every angle, every which way you can. Guarantee you'll find a lot of amazing shit out there. And some of these artists don't even do just the metal or rock thing. There's some that have some electronic and pop stuff as too. If I had to recommend one Vocaloid artist, it would have to be Utsu-P, because of all of his metal stuff is just fucking brilliant, and I love it. Utsu-P, yeah, actually that's not good enough. You get a double. Yeah, so some of the lyrics can be a bit strange, but hey, the music is fantastic, and the Vocaloids being able to growl and scream is just something that is kind of comes out of nowhere. It's amazing. It's fucking phenomenal, you know. So at this point, I think I said my 2 cents on Vocaloid metal. It's something you have to explore yourself. Really appreciate what these artists are able to do with what's available to them. And obviously, the Vocaloids have gone through several changes in their voice banks and whatnot. Obviously, the voices will be upgraded in future versions. Ever since, you know, the first version of, for example, Miku came out, the company behind Miku would find ways to improve her voice banks, and thus why you have multiple versions of the same Vocaloid, or Vocaloids. It's fucking fantastic. So, if I had to recommend one album to you to look up today, it has to be Waru Fuzake by Utsu-P. Look that shit up. It's just fucking awesome. It's my favorite Utsu-P album, even though it's not part of his, well, it's an album by Utsu-P, but it's largely re-recording except for 2 songs, and I just love this album. It's consistent, it's an ass kicker, it's something that you can bang your head to, no problem. You will enjoy all of this stuff, and I guarantee you. There's some stuff you might not enjoy. If you want some traditional heavy metal sounding stuff, obviously I would recommend Metalized World by Roy. That's a good one. And there's a male Vocaloid on that one, as I've said, Kamui Gakpo. You'll enjoy that because it fits the bill fantastically. And obviously, you know, you just gotta check this shit out. It's fucking fantastic. It's something that, you know, if you were starting to waver on your love for heavy metal or heavy music in general, Vocaloid metal can make you reignite your passion for heavy metal, so, and hard music in general. So you will guarantee you will find something in the Vocaloid metal realm that you will enjoy, and if you don't, well, at least you tried. And if enough people have looked up the stuff that I recommended and just are happy about it, well, then I've done my job, because I feel like this is a genre, this is a style of music, Vocaloid metal, as I would call it, that a lot of people already listen to, but I don't think enough people listen to it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of just groundbreaking work that's done by these producers, and I absolutely fucking love it. I love it all. There's not a Vocaloid album that I hate, really. I mean, I even love all the electronic and J-poppy stuff as well. The dance EDM stuff is good too, you know. There's some techno stuff that can be done as well in terms of the Vocaloid material. And when it comes to the Vocaloids themselves, that's where you have to make your own judgment call and figure out which one you like the most. I can't pick out of these 7 that I have tacked on my wall which one I love the most. I love all 7 equally. Yeah. So, they're just amazing. Probably the one with the most unique voice is Flower. But it's interesting, and it fits rock pretty damn well. So, but you can use her voice with J-pop as well, and it'll be perfectly fucking fine. So, overall, I have to say, Vocaloid metal, phenomenal stuff, and let me know what you think of Vocaloid metal if you haven't listened to it already. And even with the post-hardcore, emo, metalcore stuff, screamo stuff from artists like Utsu-P or Okame-P. Let me know what you think about all of it. And, yeah, that's all I have to say. I should probably drink some tea now. My voice is hurting. That's a problem. So, yeah. And, once again, I have to apologize for not uploading videos for the past 3 days. I won't be uploading anything tomorrow because my uncle will be in town. And, or well, he'll be here tomorrow. I probably shouldn't have said in town, but you know what I mean. He'll be here tomorrow, and I'll be busy as a result of that, so I'll be back on Monday with some more videos, so hopefully. So, stay tuned for more videos. I'm TheZOMBIEJ. I'll see you folks later. Have a good fucking day, and peace. Oh, and I guess I should do this too. I didn't have to do the tongue thing. See you later.